So how are you feeling about today?
I'm mega excited.
Yeah.
I think we're bringing the full package now. Like we know your physique strengths, and we've now refined it and brought the condition alongside it. So yeah, it's gonna be a good day.
So I guess I know we kind of spoke about it briefly, but kind of what we'll be looking to do next. So we've spoken about both scenarios. So if it was successful, what our next steps will be, and if we don't get the result that we want, what our next step would be. I think kind of the thing that we're going to do immediately, if it's not the outcome that we want, is get a burger. That's
always.
Yeah.
They say food for thought. Have the food, and then we think.
Yeah.
The plan.
Yeah. So, how have you found coaching me over the season?
You know what? I'll be completely honest. When you first said you thought you was uncoachable, I thought it was going to be a harder process. Genuinely, I feel like we've gelled really well through the process. I think I respect your level of understanding about your body and the crap you've been through, and that's made it easier for me to coach you because I know when to get involved and when to not get involved. I think it's worked perfect, and the result.
And the same. I feel like that because you trust me in what I say about my body and how I understand myself. I feel like that has made me feel a lot more confident, and also enabled me to feel like I can be very honest with you about 100%. I think probably for this prep, this is the most I've ever stayed on plan. I can't believe it. And even in terms of reporting my weight, I'm always honest with you about what my weight is and stuff like that, even if it spikes. And I think part of that is because I have the trust in you that if you do notice an anomaly, you're not going to be like, what is this, and berate me.
What have you done?
Exactly. And also because I have been so on point as well. So not 100%, and I've told you about times I haven't been, and I think that's just led to it being the best.
So and how do you feel? Because this is brand new territory. You've never been in the physique that you're in now. So how does it feel to finally go to that place that you've always wanted to push your body and mind to?
I feel like partly I can't believe it, because I'm even looking in the mirror and I'm like, this is actually me. I haven't been this weight since I was in my 20s, but obviously it's a different composition, so it's really interesting seeing what I look like this. And I actually feel like I would belong on the stage. I don't feel like I'm going to stick out like a sore thumb, and whether the result is what we want or not, I'm still not going to feel embarrassed about my physique up there. I'm going to feel like, you know what, I went in with something good and it just wasn't their preference. Not that I went in fat and was completely discounted, because I've been on stage in the past and they've put me on the outside. So generally if you're in the middle, you're in a good spot. They put me on the outside and I've looked at the judges' eyes and they're not even looking at me. And that is a hard place to be in, whereas the last two shows I have been considered, and I feel like even more so I'm going to be considered, even as there's going to be some amazing physiques. I belong in that category of amazing physiques 100%. As well. So
it's a good point, because I think conditions to entry to be looked at, right? It's you've got it all. For them to see that condition, be like, right now we can start looking at the symmetry, the muscle fullness, the shapes. It's almost like you tick that entry box now to be judged on everything else, which is really nice, because as I say, you've got it all. So super happy. So let's see how today goes. Well, we got 6-7 hours.
So
6-7 hours out. Let's go.